everyone, Z here, welcoming you back to the channel. And we are back on the content creation gig as school is over. So today, as you can tell from the title and the great big banner at the top of the screen, we're looking at the Mandate of Heaven reveal trailer from Total War. Let's see what this is. We'll watch the trailer and then we will go to the Steam page and we will take a look-see at what CA is giving us. Let's go. Nothing is impossible. One knows no limits. If one knows no limits, one may rule the Empire. I love the muted colors. Hello, Cao Cao. Okay, I really liked that trailer. I loved the color. I loved the symbolism. So before we switch over, for those of you who don't know, and I don't know who does or doesn't know, Mandate of Heaven is a concept that is deeply embedded in the society of China, and it essentially says that the emperor is, if not himself directly divine, he rules by divine mandate, and as long as things are going well, he has the Mandate of Heaven. If things start going very poorly, emperor is considered to have lost the Mandate of Heaven, and that's when you get things like rebellions, say the Old Turbans. Now let's go take a look-see. So, what are we getting? We are getting the largest and most detailed Three Kingdoms DLC to date, beginning a campaign just before the Old Turban Rebellion, allowing us to play through the conflict and into the Three Kingdoms period. Now this is interesting because that's well before where we were earlier in the base game, which is kind of in the aftermath. New characters and 6 new warlords, including the Zhang brothers and Emperor Ling. Bloody cold. Don't sneeze, don't sneeze. Unique new campaign mechanics, advanced objectives, 40, oh my god, 40 new units and abilities, oh my god. Origin stories of characters such as Cao Cao and Liu Bei. So let's see, years 182 Common Era, Han Empire is in turmoil and China is slipping towards chaos. The Emperor's court is paralyzed by corruption and a great famine has ravaged the north. In the eyes of the people, he has lost the Mandate of Heaven and with the right to rule. See? Across the land, people band together in opposition, led by the three Taoist brothers Zhang Jue, Zhang Liang, and Zhang Bao. They don yellow turbans and take up arms. Their aim to tear down the unjust Han and replace it with their own dynasty of harmony and peace. They are thousands strong, with more flocking to their cause by the day. Warlords sworn to the Emperor rally to his banner, warriors of great influence and fierce ability. Yet the wiser, more ambitious of them, harbor their own desires. If the Han becomes too weak, who then will take the reign of power? Mandate of Heaven Chapter Pack depicts the events of the Yellow Turban Rebellion, enabling players to engage in the conflict from either rebel or loyalist perspectives. Campaign begins in 182 CE, but players can choose to continue well into the Three Kingdoms period with familiar characters entering the campaign as the timeline progresses. As part of the free game update for all players, which activates when Mandate of Heaven launches, Han Chinese factions may adopt the new Empire government style. Emperor and his allies are in an alliance with the Emperor, holds total power. Emperor has mandated powers to prevent his allies from voting on diplomatic deals such as war and peace. However, as this is an abuse of power, such actions may cause schisms in the alliance. In Mandate of Heaven, Emperor Ling has a unique form of this Empire government style in that he must request these mandated powers from his imperial allies in order to battle the Yellow threat. In addition, he may also construct the Imperial Palace, a grand undertaking in bloody cold, in both time and resources, which delivers powerful faction-wide bonuses to the Emperor, and houses the single most powerful garrison in the game. It's almost worth playing as the Emperor just to see what that is. Victory conditions. Victory conditions of all Han factions match those of the 190 CE campaign. Timing in this period is crucial, however, given the power blocks in play. It's very much about picking your moment to start your race for the throne and finding rebel-held commanderies to attack opportunistically. The only exception is the Emperor, whose victory conditions will change depending on how he reforms his government. So let's see, Han factions. Emperor Ling. His court is controlled by corrupted self-serving eunuchs who are quick to silence any who question them. The formidable Empress, his wife, fights tooth and nail against the eunuch's power grab, but her efforts are hindered by the Emperor's inaction. The vast Han vassal lands are Liu Hong's to maintain, but the situation is rapidly falling apart, and controlling all of them may be impossible as discontent and open warfare erupt. Within the imperial court, three factions vie for supremacy. The bureaucrats, seeking to centralize power in the hands of politicians, the warlords, seeking a decentralized government where each local leader controls their own land, answering only to the emperor, and the dynasts. This group seeks all power to come from the imperial family itself. As the emperor, you have to try and balance these power blocks. You can wield your political influence to enact changes within a court that has been all but crippled. Political influence grows over time and is generated by court buildings, can be used to remove corrupt ministers, and very high levels can be expended to annex entire factions. Liu Chong is your relative but not heir to the throne. Unlike the rest of the family, he's happy to focus on the land. People he governs love him due to a combination of personality and skill in battle. He hates Yuan Shu. Unique resource, Fortitude. Rises as he fights battles and buffs his troops. His unique faction mechanic are trophies. He can unlock trophies which grant unique bonus effects. He can have a limited set. Lu Zhi. Preeminent scholar Lu Zhi made a name for himself as a teacher with students such as Liu Bei and Gong Sun Zan. His unique faction mechanic is the Great Library. By achieving a prescribed series of civic feats, Liu Zhi can collect a range of unique works to populate the library, up to 5 works, with each work display offering unique bonuses. Some belong to sets and offer further bonuses if displayed together. And then there's the old turbans, the three Jung brothers. Each get unique missions to energize the movement. Some will improve their own factions, while others will enhance their allies. A few will even bring you into contact with faces old and new. New resources and effects: Zeal and Fervor. Zeal represents the flames of rebellion, which must be stoked for the rebellion to succeed. This resource is shared across all three Jung Brother factions, but depletes over time. As Zeal falls, the rebellion can falter, causing your counties to rise up in favor of the Han cause. Ooh, ho 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 ho. Zeal is maintained by capturing counties and fighting battles. Fervor represents the rising support for rebellion and the growing instability of the Han. Fervor increases in a region due to the presence of Yelturban forces and buildings, causing increasingly punitive public order penalties for Han factions. At high levels, Fervor crosses boundaries and affects adjacent regions. Han factions can mitigate the Yelturban's fervor by improving their public order infrastructure and capturing nearby counties. All followers of the Way of Supreme Peace, that is to say Yelturbans, are united in a common goal: overthrow the Han Empire. Some turns into the campaign, the Mandate War will commence in earnest, driving the Yelturbans and the Han into relentless conflict. Victory in this war is the ultimate goal for the Yelturbans, and they must capture 50 regions, or Luoyang itself. And we have the reforms, which is the new tree: infrastructure and economy, philosophy and trade, military power, and military doctrines. We've got 3 Yelturban factions led by Zhang Jue, a renowned healer. So the overall founder, Zhang Liang, the general of the people and artisan of defensive strategies. Zhang Bao, the aggressive fighter of the rebellion. Other factions also playable: Mandate of Heaven, Cao Cao, Liu Bei, Sun Jian, and I called it a young and slightly less pudgy Dong Zhuo. New campaign features: regionalist recruitment. In the Mandate campaign, a faction's armies may now recruit troops when in non-hostile territory, even if they own no regions. Units and retinues may be recruited, but new armies may not be formed. Emergent AI factions. As time passes in the Mandate of Heaven campaign, notable factions from the 190 CE campaign may begin to emerge according to key historical conditions. For example, Yuan Shao may appear, but only if the emperor is deposed, while Zhang Jiang will begin to terrorize the northern commanderies around 189 CE. That's actually really cool. New battlefield units. Here's the highlights. There's 40. This will tell us some of the elites. Imperial conscripts for the Han Empire. Elite Imperial Army. These units represent all 5 elements of the Wu Xing and are all heavily armored. All Imperial units have a unique ability, granting them increased armor and damage bonuses, while fighting as long as another Imperial unit is nearby. Chen Peacekeepers for Liu Chong, finest melee cavalry, all clad in a heavy golden armor with crossbows. Heavy golden armor. Oh my god, I can't wait to kill these units. Did I say that out loud? Chen Royal Guard, heavily armored crossbow infantry, ready to switch to shield and spear. Destroyer of Traitors, a very effective shock cavalry unit with splash damage. Holy shit. The Yelturbans, Messengers of Heaven, Zhang Jue. Messengers bear forth his prophecies and instructions. He's very fast, unarmored, fear-causing melee cavalry, have good morale, and are ideal for chasing missile infantry down, killing them swiftly before moving on, before others arrive. Little typo there with the unnecessary capital letter, but hey, if assembly is English, it's the English language, they can capitalize whatever word they want. Zealots of the Way, Zhang Bao, all-purpose infantry equipped with 2-handed polearms. Their unique ability improves their combat prowess over time at the front of the unit. So the longer they fight, oh, that's cool. Yaoguai hunters, Jogbao's archers armed with poisoned arrows. They can be deployed outside of the regular zone, deadly while they remain hidden. Uh, if anyone can reach them, they die quickly. And the Tyrant Slayers. Hard-hitting shock cavalry with a unique damage bonus when fighting heroes and generals. This is exciting. I'm excited. We are getting our hands on this. Well, it's dropping on January 16th. Obviously, content creators will be getting it a little earlier, and I cannot wait to show it to you guys. If you have a preference for which faction you'd like me to play, whether you want to see the Imperial mechanics or you want to see me play as Yellow Turbans, let me know in the comment section down below. If you're excited for this update, absolutely let me know down below. I love the scale we're getting here, and I look forward to seeing what I can do to cause shenanigans and generalized chaos across the battlefields of Yellow Turbans era China. That's all for right now, folks. Until next time, I'm Z, here at Vucari-gaming. I'll see you guys in the next video.